The National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing (LLC) NASCAR is a sanctioning and managing organization in the United States of America for motorsports, primarily known for stock car racing. Bill France Sr. created the privately held business in 1948, and since August of 2018, Jim France has served as the CEO. The corporation has its headquarters in Florida's Daytona Beach. In addition to sanctioning races at more than 100 venues throughout 48 US states, Canada, Mexico, Brazil, and Europe, NASCAR conducts over 1,500 events annually. A group of drivers gathered at Daytona Beach in Florida on March 8, 1936 to compete in a race to identify the fastest vehicle and the greatest drivers. The drivers brought coupes, hardtops, convertibles, and sport cars. The lighter Ford were able to maneuver the course's ruts and finally finish in the top six positions, while the bigger vehicles repeatedly became stuck in the sand. Only 10 of the 27 cars that started the race made it out alive, as organizers called it off 10 miles short of the intended 250 miles in distance. The winning driver was identified as Milt Marion, a youthful Bill France finished the day in the fifth position. Daytona Beach replaced France and Belgium as the favored destinations for setting world land speed routes in the 1920s and 1930s. 15 records were established on what would become the Daytona Beach route course between 1905 and 1935, following the famous race between Ransom Olds and Alexander Winton in 1903. In 1936, Daytona Beach has come to be in association with fast vehicles. A 1.5 to 2.0 mile strip of beach serves as one straightway on the 4.1 mile course, and the State Road A1A, a curvy blacktop seaside roadway, served as the other. At each end of the two straights, two sharp curves were badly rutted and coated with sand. During Prohibition, when drivers used bootleg whiskey, mostly produced in the Appalachian area of the United States, stock car racing in the United States had its start. To better elude the authorities, bootleggers frequently chose compact, quick cars for the distribution of their illegal goods. Many of the drivers would make modifications to their vehicles to improve handling speed and cargo capacity. Some of their business was affected by the restoration of prohibition in 1933, but by that time, Southerners had grown accustomed to drinking moonshine, so some of the drivers kept running shine, this time dodging the revenuers who were seeking to tax their activities. By the late 1940s, as automobiles continued to advance, competitions showcasing them were held for both pride and financial gain. These races are most closely associated with the Wilkes Country region of North Carolina and were a common form of entertainment in the rural southern United States. Back then, modified cars dominated the majority of the races. Street vehicles have been strengthened and made lighter.